Thanks for staying on. Now, a total of 140 suspected Ebola cases in Ghana tested between March last year to date at the Noguchi Memorial Institute proved negative. But the Ebola threat to Ghana remains high since Ghana is located in the midst of the countries that had recorded cases of the diseases with fatalities. Now, last month, the health minister said the government, through the ministry and other related agencies, had put in place a number of preventive, pre-positioning and containment strategies against the possible outbreak of the disease in the country. Now, one of such programs is the testing of Ebola vaccines expected to be conducted at the School of Public Health in Hohoi in the Volta region. Joy News' regional correspondent Fred Kwame has more.
The Ebola vaccine test is being undertaken under the School of Public Health of the University of Health and Allied Sciences in Hohoi. It involves some researchers in and outside the country, some scientists, and then some students as well. But then as we speak, sponsors of the exercise must initiate the Ebola vaccine test before it commences. So as we speak, the program has not started yet. And then it also has to be approved. But as we speak, or however, announcements have been made for volunteers to register and then be part of the exercise. The information I gathered says that some people are willing to undertake this, but then the registration too has not taken place yet. But then announcements have been made. So after the program is initiated by the sponsors, then registration and then other aspects of the exercise will commence. I spoke to one lecturer at the University of Health and Allied Sciences, the public health school in Hohoi, and then what he or she tells me is that they are trying to put up a good package for the volunteers, people that will come out and then make themselves available.
Oh, that was my colleague Fred Kwame in an interview there with Gifty Ando on the Pulse. Now, the people of Daboya, a farming community in the newly created North Gonja district of the Northern Region, have asked government to, as a matter of urgency, construct a bridge over the Daboya River to facilitate the transportation of their farm produce to market centers. They say failure of government to construct the bridge has also resulted in perennial needless loss of lives of traders and school children.
The Daboya River has cut off over 25 farming communities in the district from the northern regional capital, Tamale. Communities such as Mankarigu, Bisa, Singa, Barigu and Yagbong, among others, go through a lot of inconveniences to transport their farm produce and also access health care in the capital. Over the years, dozens of farmers, traders and school children have drowned in the river in their attempt to cross to Tamale. The most recent was when 5 people, including 2 children of the former district police commander of the area, drowned. Residents are worried about this perennial issue.
You can see that we are here, Daboya number 1, but you can't cross to Daboya because of the river. When you get to Tale, that's Tolong district. This is Daboya number 1. That's if you reach here, you see that Daboya is near, but you are seeing people at Daboya here, you are seeing everything. But because of the river, the bridge is not there. You can't go.
The absence of the bridge also affects the education of school children, especially when the river overflows its banks during the rainy season. Even as it is not in the rainy season, some teachers have tasked themselves with daily additional responsibility of moving to the riverside to ensure that school children from cut-off communities cross the river safely. Jamani Hudu is a teacher of Daboya DA Primary School.
Each and every day I come to the riverside to make sure that my children from the other bank of Daboya cross safely. So this is another responsibility to me. Every day I make sure that I come here to make sure that our children cross safely.
Apart from the people exposing themselves to the danger of crossing the river, bad road network to the district is also another issue. A 30-kilometer untarred road from the riverside to the next district, Tolong, makes commercial drivers unwilling to ply the road. Yusuf Zakari is a commercial driver.
When you do my test today, it's likelihood that tomorrow you have to do another maintenance, which means that the small amount that you are getting, you are going to use it for maintenance. So it will be no profit for you, and their profit earners, they want to also get something for themselves.
District Chief Executive for North Gonja, Sekou Kasim Yahuza, says the district finds it extremely difficult to attract professionals to the area due to the danger the river poses to the people.
We are making a passionate appeal to the government that government should consider constructing a bridge over the White Volta, and then the road from Tolong through Tare should not end at Tare.
Northern Regional Director of the Ghana Highway Authority, Ajay Kranchi, tells Joy News the Ministry of Roads and Highways is working to secure funds to construct a bridge across the river. Until the situation is solved, parents, teachers and pupils would have to continue to maneuver around the perennial danger they are exposed to.
The move by the Energy Commission to eliminate uncertified electricians may not materialize without proper monitoring systems. Now, that's the concern of some practitioners in Kumasi who believe the Commission should go beyond media campaign if it wants to ensure standard house wiring regime. They suggest formation of special security patrol teams to work with local people to flush out quacks. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin has more.
Many Ghanaians believe electrical faults account for more than half of fire-related disasters in the country. Out of 3,783 fire incidents recorded last year, 202 people died and 869 were injured. 1,620 domestic, 89 industrial, and 512 vehicular fire outbreaks were reported over the period, out of which 70% was blamed on faulty electrical wiring. Though there is considerable decline in the rate of fire incidents this year, there are concerns much more needs to be done to completely curb such occurrences. Ernest Agri is one of many concerned citizens who want the Energy Commission to set up preventive measures as he and his peers gear up to intensify the fight.
Cable metal is the right material for the work, but you take the money for the cable metal and buy different material, and that material, if you try with a certain gadgets, it can cause fire outbreak. But whilst you are taking something from the better material that you're supposed to buy, the person can use to buy the different, if I say, I can say an inferior material.
Meanwhile, the Energy Commission and some certified electricians have staged a march to create public awareness on the electrical wiring regulation, LI 2008 of 2011. It spells out requirements for eligibility for persons who can wire residential and commercial buildings. Buildings wired by uncertified persons will not be connected to the national grid. Victor Owusu is the public relations manager of the Energy Commission.
People invest a lot in buildings, whether it's residential, whether it's commercial, whether it's industrial. And so you've got to get people who are good in electrical wiring. You've got to get the right materials too. Otherwise, if your property becomes engulfed in fire as a result of poor workmanship or as a result of inferior cables, it means your investment will have gone to ruins.
We're taking a break here on News Desk. We'll return shortly.